Welcome to Line Trading, going over Friday's SPY recap and live analysis before going over what to be watching Monday and next week. So taking a look at Friday, first thing I explained in the pre-market brief for Discord members was to be watching the purple buying continuation, and within that, the yellow and blue controlled selling algorithms. Now you see right here that this yellow and blue has been bringing us up along the way right here. And once again, you see that in the morning, like I explained with this inverse head and shoulder. So like I'm saying, how it has been bringing us up along the way. Like I'm explaining here from yesterday, we ran out of time at the end of the day here for this inverse head and shoulder. This last candle right here was where we closed, and we never got to see that, but we were still watching for that into today, and you can see how that finally occurs. Now, like I also explained, we must be below 528.50 if we are going to head down. And you can see here in the morning, if you were looking to short this, we were never below this 528.50, and we actually retested it in the morning, and that was the low. You can see right here, this 528.50 level right there, and we were never able to break down, and instead got this inverse head and shoulder off of it, as well as this cup and handle with this blue right there. Now you can see how we required more of the yellow and the blue right here in order to get this larger move up, which we will talk about. And we finally closed this at 533. Now I will go over this on the 1 minute chart and explain the microstructure. So after this first move up right here, I explained that we still must be below 528.50 if we are going to short this, and you would need to see this right here and then get below that, and we can head down from there. But if not, you must be watching for this controlled selling with the blue right here that you can see, and we have the yellow. Now this inverse head and shoulder once again, and you can see how we complete this cup, and there is another handle there, and once again that push. Now I explained that you needed to be protecting your trades aggressively today because we were so choppy, and each push you can see is followed by these sell-offs right here. Once again, right, with this push you have to be protecting. Again, same thing here. Now, even when we do see selling, you can see that we are able to just push right back up. Once again, same thing here, because we are not below this 528.50 level. So like I was mentioning with this move up right here to 533, I was looking for this to happen right here off of this first head and shoulder inverse that you can see that breakout, and we came just short of it. You can see right there. Now on the 1 minute, right, we came short of it. I was in my longs. I was looking for this continuation, and I protected some up here enough so that my position would still be able to be manageable. Now, like before with the pullback and the blue controlled selling, I was looking for this continuation right here and us to finally go retest that 533. However, right here, you can see we formed this inverse cup and handle, and I had my stops right below this 530.70 level, and I was stopped out of the remainder of that position, and I took the red day. Now, the reason that I was in that position, and like I'm saying, did not take all of it right here, I was still looking for this 533 and this move. But this is why it is so important to be protecting your trade and taking profits on the way up so that you can allow yourself room for the chance and opportunity to be in this trade if it is to go right here, but still having that stop loss. Now, there was no reason for me to take a short here either, because I was only going to short below that 528.50, even though this is a good trade right here. Just wasn't what I was looking for. I was still wanting to see this blue controlled selling. So with that blue controlled selling, like I'm explaining, you cannot be shorting this yet until we are at least below this level right here. And you can see that there was never even an opportunity, no reason to short this right here. You have to be paying attention to this starting to build. And this cup at 531.74, I explained. There we see this handle, and from there we get this push to 533 right here. Now at 533, we once again see this blue controlled selling and this inverse head and shoulder. Now I also explained above 533.50 we could begin to squeeze. You can see right here, this is that level, and right there we get this squeeze above. Now from here I explained to be watching for it to get back below this 531.74 right here if we wanted to head down, and you can see we once again hold this level and do not get that, and to be watching for this blue controlled selling to be building this handle and watching for this right here. However, it was extremely choppy there towards the end of the day, and we never saw this move take place or the move back below 531.74 right here. So with that move at the end of the day, still watching for this yellow and blue controlled selling right here, and to see if we once again got this inverse head and shoulder breakout, but we ran out of time. And if we were going to break down, to be watching for this purple to break right here and this green algorithm that you can see. It is now time to go over what to be watching for Monday and into next week. It is another big week ahead. We have PPI and CPI on Wednesday, as well as some jobs data later in the week, so pay attention to these. But in terms of the chart, so if we are going to continue moving higher right here, we have now closed this cup right here. Continue watching this blue and this yellow right here if we do want to build something like this to continue moving higher and closing this gap that we have above. This 440 level will be important. You can see it is that previous support. Now, if we cannot get back above this level right here, and we do decide to head down, be watching this right here. And if we close this inverse cup, continue heading down from there, right, that 528.50, maybe we are digging deeper and we can try and move back up off that 5-day moving average. But with that 5-day moving average, if we are going to head back down, be watching as we do have all of this liquidity right here, and we can do so and break out of this green algorithm right here that you can see, as well as this white. So be paying close attention to that, watching for this inverse cup to close. Now you know that there is no bias here. I don't care if we go up or down, but I will say if you are thinking we are clearly out of the water here, let me show you something else. So here on the daily chart, you can see that we are in this sort of flag right here. We are above this 5-day moving average, yes, but you do have to pay attention to this declining volume as we are moving higher, which is not a bullish sign. So I'm going to show you a similar situation from 2022 here in January. You can see we have this move down, very similar. We have this flag right here, and everyone thinks we are out of the water, but notice the declining volume. And yes, we do chop around up here at the top. We retest this 20-day moving average once again, but we start to head down yet again. So just keep that in mind heading into next week. Still be watching to remain above this 5-day moving average. Otherwise, we can head back down if we reject it. And now that we are above this 5-day moving average, be watching this 20-day retest. If we do get it, maybe it trends a bit lower, and you can see how it coincides with that 540 right here. Now going back to the 30-minute and zooming out some, you can see how Yes, we can be forming this, but we need to regain this 540 and this 20-day moving average if we are going to continue and close this larger cup right here. Now, we can also move up and reject this 540 as well as that 20-day and head down like this, closing this larger inverse cup slowly to break out of this green that you can see right here. We are still in that purple, so you do have to be watching this. Zooming out some more, you can see, right, how this forms right here with the green and the purple. Yes, it looks like we are out of the water until we are not, and we grab this on the way back down. You see this inverse cup close. There is a handle, so be paying attention to that if we do start to do this and head back down, watching this inverse cup close. Last thing to mention, still be paying attention to this 200-day moving average right here because it is so close, and this would complete this larger inverse cup right there. This can still do this. But that is going to wrap up the video, so thank you everyone for watching, and I will see members Monday morning. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.